Hello, friends. Welcome in. Okay, how was it? Okay, there we go. Hello, welcome in, everybody. We are in an event today. We are with the Sensational Crafts Event Group that is hosted by Miss Julie from Crafts by Julie, as well as I know that Miss Carla from Carla's Cajun Creations and Miss Reesa also help her with the group. So come on in and join me as we do some crafting today. It is all about the back to school. So, and it's very fitting, seeing as today was the first day back in school for us. So yeah, I mean, it was a busy day for me. It was Monday, first day back in school, and you can definitely tell that, it was the first day of school. I'll just say that. How about that? So we had all kinds of, you know, um, some sad moments because it will be the last year. It is my daughter's senior year. She is the last one that we have that needs to graduate. So, yep, definitely, definitely something for sure. So hopefully we'll start. I'll see someone soon. Pop in and let's see. Okay. I am. I just don't see anybody. Hopefully, people will find us soon enough, is all I can hope for. So yeah. Okay. Hey there, Miss Donna. Hello. It is nice to see you, my friend. Thank you so much for being here. Hello. We are in the Sensational Crafts. Hey there, Carla. How are you? Yeah, I've just been rambling off here, wondering where everybody was at. But I'm here. And I mean, it did take me a minute to find my own self. So, there's that. Hey there, Miss Lisa. Hello, welcome in. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I really do appreciate you. Again, we are doing a back to school theme today in the Sensations Creations group that is run by Miss Julie from Crafts by Julie. So, thank you so much. Thank you for sharing me in, sweetheart. I really appreciate that. Really, I do. Um, so let's try this. We are going to okay, so let's see if I can see myself again, if I can find myself so I can see comments. Hello there. Hi, Miss Sybil. I just saw you said something about Walmart. I just saw it pop on my watch. Um, Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Hello there, Miss Shanta. Hello, hello. Thank you so much to everybody who's popping in to join me. I truly do appreciate it a whole lot. So I am in an event. It is a back to school theme. And so I have some really pretty paper. And I thought, go figure, of course, right? Me and paper. That it would be fun to make another one of my manila folder, or manila envelope, better said, one of my manila envelope journals. So I thought we would do that and work with that and see how it goes. Okay. Hello there, how are you, dear? Thank you so much for popping in. So we have White's Creative Designs. Guys, if you see a name that pops up in here that you are not following, please follow them. I would have greatly appreciated, and I'm sure that they would as well. Okay, y'all do not need to see my Coke. Y'all do not need to see that. But let's see if I can get you guys to see this paper a little bit better. I don't know. I need a longer arm is what I need for this thing. Okay, so this is the paper that I picked out that I thought that really goes with this theme. So this is a graphic 45 paper from back in 2011, and it is called ABC Primer. Okay, so it is really perfect for this theme. You know, the old school one classroom, you know, all the levels. It is going back to how it used to be, right? And then we have just, this is nice heavy cardstock, and I try to pick up graphic 45 whenever I can find it, or whenever I see that somebody's selling it, because I really like their paper. And they have some really pretty patterns. I know, right? So this one right here, look at, so like this book belongs to, right? All these cute little tags that will be great for tucks. We have the ABC blocks over here, super cute. We have a ruler, and then on the back side there is a pattern. So I have that page. And then look at this. I mean, I thought this one was just adorable. So, who has seen the wind? Neither I nor you. But when the leaves hang trembling, the wind is passing through. Who has seen the wind? Neither you nor I. But when the trees bow down their heads, the wind is passing by. That's really, really precious. And then, you know, just very, very primer, old school. I love these. They're just absolutely gorgeous. And then the back side of this one is, you know, just papers. It looks like the paper that we would use right when we first start off, where we have to trace. I love this paper. It's very, very pretty. And then this one right here, this is also, so you have your Jolly alphabet, you have the Mother's Storybook, the Real Mother Goose Stories, My Present for You, a kindergarten painting book, nursery rhymes, games, playtime, you know, the things that we think about when we think about like starting at primary school. I need to do audiobooks, really? How are you, my sweet Connie? I love you, Mama Connie. Why do you say I need to do that? So, this is a manila envelope that you can get at the dollar store. I had a 5-pack of them. And what I did was I come in, and you know the flap that comes over? I cut it off. So I have an opening. I have folded this and creased this down. Okay. It is great quality white. Dear, what is your name? I know your name, and I can't place it right now. But yes, it is graphic 45 is amazing quality. So, aww, thank you, Mama Connie. You are just so sweet to me. I truly appreciate you. Alright, now, as much as I want to have the ABC primer on the cover of my page, it is going to chop it up. So, we're going to have to go about this a little bit differently. Let me find... okay, so this one has the image, so I'm going to actually use this cutout right here. You know, y'all are always just so sweet. I have made, so it's a pack of 5, right? This is gonna be my 4th journal made out of this pack. Yesterday, while in Miss Yachty's group, I finished the one that I started back when I was in San Antonio. And then instead of doing what I should have been doing, which was class prepping, I stayed up and I kind of got the other two other ones done. I tend to have that. I tend to do that. It's bad. Alright, so I'm just going to use this piece right here for now. So I'm going to, because I want the image of the schoolhouse to be the center of my front. Okay, I want it to be like the focal point of the front. Alright, so that's what we're going to start with. And obviously I need to trim this down a little bit. Yeah, I should have been, well, I was technically prepared for classes. I just couldn't print anything out because I need a printer, y'all. My printer decided to die on me towards the end of the school year, and I just have not been able to replace it. Which is one of the reasons why I was asking you, Miss Carla, about the printer you ended up getting. But right now, I'm very grateful that the friend I teach with will let me print from her printer because I can't afford to buy a new one right now. I just can't. So, I know, right? Y'all know me too well. You know, that y'all just know this girl way too well. Y'all know me. Okay, so now it's a little more even around, so I feel better about it. Because it wasn't doing it for me. Not like that. And while I do think about maybe covering it, at the same time I do kind of like the idea of having the manila in the background, but I'm gonna cover it. I don't want this to be my front right here. So with that being said, I need I think I need like a brown paper. So let me get a brown paper. I didn't expect to have to get up, but oh well. Hello there, Miss Marcy. Hello. Look at this one. This one's really cute. What you think? The Tennessee River, the Mississippi River. Man, I went all across all of these in my most recent travel. But I like the idea of having the map in the background of that. Look, there's the Great Lakes. Very cool. So this is what we're gonna use. How are you doing, my sweet Marcy? Y'all, I gotta get the flyer out for the retreat coming up at the end of July. Miss Marcy's already ready to go. Miss Carla is ready to go. So I'm excited. I'm so excited. So all I'm doing is I'm using the glue stick that my sweet Carla gave me. I was thinking of I've been debating between the HP smart tank, the going back to an Epson Eco tank, because I've had mine since the Black Friday of 2018. Yeah, since Black Friday of 2017 was when we got it. So, and it just finally said that was a lot of years of printing, schoolwork and stuff, and it was just done. And I can't get mad at it. It was just done. You know, so it had done its job. It had worked very hard for me. But I also saw the Canon tank that Miss Carla got, and so, you know, I'm debating which one to get. I really am debating which one to get. Oh no. That's not good, hon. And what are these medical professionals out here telling you? You know? Not that I super trust them, but because sadly the American healthcare system is all about keeping us sick and on meds for the sake of big pharma and the pocketbooks of the doctors. So I don't trust docs that much, and I get mad at them because they never listen to me anyway. So yeah, I will definitely be praying for you, my little prayer warrior. Y'all, Miss Marcy is a prayer warrior. She's always keeping us in her prayers, and so if you can, please keep her in your prayers in return. She definitely needs them now, because not being able to walk is definitely not no fun. That's for sure. Thank God. Because when it comes to surgeries, I have heard, everything from you don't want to get it, you do, I don't know. So, but when it comes to the spine, that one really does get me because it is kind of iffy, So, infusions. What kind of infusions, Miss Connie? Hola, Rosa. I am making another one of my journals. I am having so much fun making these quick. they really are quick. I mean, you know, I sat down and in about, what, 2 hours got a journal done while I was watching other people. Yeah, having spinal surgery is very scary because they're tapping into that nervous system, what, you know, works with everything. It is very scary. Hey there, Miss Lisa. How are you doing, Miss Lisa Mary? Does this look familiar? Now, we are not going to waste any paper. And we are going to bring this paper up. And we're going to turn it into a pocket. And I know that it is backwards, but I'm fine with it. It's alright. It'll be okay. If you don't like it being backwards, because this is words, then, you know, you can just trim it off. It's totally fine. You're okay. That's good to hear, my friend. I'm glad to hear that you are okay. Hello there, Miss Nancy. Hello, hello. Welcome. Welcome in, everybody. It is so good to see all of y'all joining me on a Monday evening. I hope you guys are having a blessed start of your week. It is the beginning of the school year, so at least for us here, and it has definitely been the start of a school year for sure. So for muscle weakness, oh my gosh. Yeah, the ones you told us about, and the ones we never got to try. I remember. Yeah, just, you know, I know I haven't been around a whole lot. There's just been so much going on, and honestly, just trying to get my life together has been just very interesting. But I am glad to be able to be here and to be able to spend time with y'all, because that is always a blessing in my eyes. Oh my gosh. See, that was one. It is Miss Shanta. It is. It's just, you know, you have all kinds of stuff between, you got work, your responsibilities at home, family life, all of that. It's just, it keeps you crazy. It keeps you crazy, busy, and there's just nothing you really can do about it. Now, where did my lace go? That's gonna be more for pockets. Do I not have enough lace here? Ah! Yeah, I thought I had enough. So. Oh, Miss Connie. Well, I am very grateful that, you know, you guys have such love for me. It really is a lot. It means so much to me. Oh, believe me, they carry the lace away. I can't have rubber bands. We have one which we call him Gary calls him the rubber band man, because you can't have rubber bands around him. And I'll have them like hiding under papers and he will still find them, which is hilarious. He is just so funny. So, and then I can't have anything laying around, because if they find it, yeah, bye bye, there he goes. Alright, so I didn't seal this one up because I wanted to put my lace like tucked in here. Okay, so that's why I didn't put any glue just yet. Alright, and so I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac for this one, or my 3-in-1. So what am I working on? Did you see the journal that I did yesterday with in Miss Yadi's group? So I've gotten into making these quick journals, quick small journals, out of the manila folders, the large manila folders that you can get like at the Dollar Tree, and I use them as the cover, you know, as the coverall. And that's been my new go-to. So that is what I'm making. Look at you. Oh, he blessed her with a bird. Yeah, I have one that's blessed me with birds and with little snakes and other little critters. Yeah. Yeah. It's mainly the outdoors ones, of course, because the indoor ones, all their gifts to us tend to be surprises you don't want to be finding. Especially if they get mad at you. So, but yeah, 22K, oh my word, that is a lot. I know Gary used to walk a lot. His paces now are different for sure. It's definitely different. Okay, so I do want to tuck this in just a tad bit, because the way this lace is, it kind of hangs and I don't like that. So I'm just going to tuck it in here and hold it down just for a second. You can use Fabri-Tac. I'm using the 3-in-1. They're both from Beacon. They both work. It's whatever you have or whatever you prefer. Okay? You have rabbits, so you find all types of game. But your rabbits are so cute and adorable. If nobody's ever seen Miss Cynthia's rabbits, y'all gotta go to her page and see her rabbits, because they are so stinking cute. I cannot have rabbits. They would not survive with my kitty cats. Especially the ones that think that they're hunters, you know, the ones that do like to bring me stuff. Yeah. Now, I am very grateful that the ones that are indoors, the main two, that they think that they are such awesome hunters, that whenever a bug comes in the house, we live very close to wooded areas, so we get these big old wood roaches that come in, and they love to catch them because they love to play with them. I swear, I don't understand them. Hello? Okay, so y'all, here is my Floofy. You get to see a tail while she goes into her little hidey hole over there underneath my desk. She likes to do that. Aw, thank you. You sticking your head out? No. Oh, stay inside there for a little bit, because Mommy's trying to work here. Okay? Yeah. Mommy's trying to do something. Now, where did I put the square I want to use? Yeah, that's my baby of babies. Like, they're all my babies, but she's my baby. That is my Stormy. She is my special kitty. She knows when mommy doesn't feel well, and she comes and gives me wet nose kisses and snuggles with me when I'm not feeling well. Any other time, she just pesterizes, but I love her to death, and she knows it. So. Oh, Miss Marcy. So, they were able to fix Gary's truck, and so right now we are playing tag team with his truck. Especially, like, you know, I had to tell him, I was like, hey, look, try to be home by this time because I gotta go to classes, you know. And like today, right before I came live, he was leaving for work, and I was like, please try to remember to be home by no later than 9 in the morning, because I have to get Caroline to Atlanta for her appointment. And he was like, I will do my best. I was like, I know. So right now we're tag teaming because we still have no word on what they're gonna do with my car. I don't know if they're going to fix it. I don't know if they're going to total it. I just, honestly, I'm to the point where I'm just like, give me an answer so that I can figure things out. Don't have me in limbo for so long. You'll never understand the crafty cats? Aww, where's your babies? Where's your my babies? Where's your my sweet babies? I did. I had to turn it in the Tuesday after I got back. Because per the policy, 30 days was up, and I was like, but I don't have a car yet. And they're like, yeah, well, per your policy, that's all we'll cover. I'm like, you're the ones that are messing around and not telling me or doing something to fix my car. So, and we definitely cannot afford to pay for a rental, so we just have to tag team. That's all we got. And I thank God we have the one vehicle. So, and Matthew has his vehicle, so he can get himself to and from work. So that's a blessing in itself right there. Because, yeah. Because if I had to try to get the boy to and from work, that would not work. Yes, I know, exactly. Thank God for the one. Thank God that his vehicle was not anything like really bad. So yeah. But yeah, that's how it went. We had to turn it in. It's crazy though. Now, for anybody who may be new, I am doing the iron-on method here just because I want to make sure that my glue has adhered and is going to join my pages, and not that it comes apart, you know. So yeah, everything they take dang on forever with stuff, you know. I don't understand why, but it is what it is. It is what it is. What can we do? We can't do anything about it. Okay, so this is so far our front, right? So far. Where did... Okay. I do want to use one of these that says this book belongs to. We could put that on the inside. So I think we're going to maybe use her. I like that one. So I'll bring my cutting board back out again. and we're going to start cutting this up. Good evening, Miss Jody. Hello, hello, my friend. How are you? It's alright, Stormy. It's just paper. How are you doing this evening, dear? And we'll use all these little bits and pieces as the ephemera in our book. Or our mini journal, whatever you want to call it. I guess it's not technically like a book, but you know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. I love finding different ways that we can make journals. I need to do that. I'm the one who needs to do that, not you. Thank you. Y'all saw that? She thinks it's a game. She's watching it like what's it doing now? I'm having to have a trial just to take care of my ticket. Really? That's ridiculous. That is just utterly ridiculous. I tell you, sometimes I really question, you know, it really is one of those I don't really see how it's necessary, but it's one of those necessary evils, as they say, that you have to have insurance. I mean, it's a blessing when you get hit by somebody who doesn't have insurance, because they rarely ever pay. But on the flip side, because this is considered an act of God, because it was something out of everybody's control, it just seems like they're dragging their feet. Because the last time when my car got totaled because of an accident, they didn't take this long to get stuff done. Hey there, Miss Beth. Yep, I told you she loves to craft. She wants to help. That's what's happening. So we're going to put this in here so that you can add that this book belongs to so and so. Okay, you can say whoever you want it to belong to. I think that's going to be super cute. And what did I do with this? It's like, where did my glue go to? No, we do not have any kind of control over what they consider like an act of God. But, because, I mean, it's not like I stood out there and told the lightning, hey, come and strike right here and mess all of this stuff up, It's not like anybody was doing that. But even with that being said, it just seems like they're dragging their tail, because they're not going to get a payout from someone else or another insurance company. They actually have to cough it up. And it's like any company, the moment that they have to be the ones to come up or cough out the money, oh, they'll take their sweet time. They will take their sweet, sweet time. Yeah, she's looking at it like, what is that? She thought the lid was some kind of toy. How are you feeling, Miss Beth? You're in my prayers, dear. Now, as you guys can tell, I have some extra here, so I am going to cut that off. And I'm just going to use my scissors to do that. Just going to come along here and cut off the extra from where I didn't glue straight. So but if you guys haven't watched today's event, please join the Sensational Creations Group. And that way you get to watch what everybody's been doing, because they've been doing some really cool stuff. From glimpses here or there that I could do throughout the day. So definitely please check them out. Hey there, Nick, how are you? It's so good to see you, my friend. Thank you for sprinkling me out. I really do appreciate that. So, we have a pocket here, a pocket here. We have the original pocket over here. You guys can, let me see. I'll do that like that. Okay. So, pocket here, and then the original pocket here, because obviously this will be sewn. So we'll hold it all together. That's my hand. Don't you dare. Alright, I'm going to take one of these strips, because as you guys can tell, there is a, the page that I used was not long enough. So I'm actually going to grab this side here, that's the ruler, and I'm actually going to add this in, because I think it'll give it like a very special touch, okay? So we'll do that. What? What is it? I'm actually debating if I should do it this way. I mean, I could. I think I kind of like that idea, but I need to cut it down a bit if I'm going to do that. Oh, she's gonna put her, if she could, she would definitely put her signature in this journal, believe me. If she could, she would. If I'd let her, she definitely would. Because she thinks that everything I take is playing. The police officer, the person that I T-boned, and her witnesses, they are trying to say that I failed. Oh. Oh, wow. So, yeah, so you're having to fight that. Oh, my goodness. That is horrible. I'm so sorry, Miss Marcy. That is hard because, especially if you don't have anyone that's trying to, collaborate what your end of the story. As my daughter would say, this is why you need to have dash cams. She keeps telling me we need to get dash cams, because there's so many crazy people driving, and I honestly, I mean, I understand what she's saying, because especially here in Atlanta, oh my gosh, these people do not know how to drive. So alright, so I'm actually going to flip this piece of lace over, And we are going to take this part over here, and we're going to use this over it. I might need to add some more glue though. I might not have enough for it to penetrate through. You know, and sometimes when you're doing journals, different ideas like this come to you. Of like, oh, you know what? I hadn't originally thought about doing this, but then I was like, you know what? This might actually look pretty cute if I did it this way. So, you know, I always say let your craft speak to you, let your paper speak to you, just go with the flow, right? And were you by yourself, Miss Marcy? Was there no one with you? Yeah, I was driving home the other day, and there was an accident happened right in front of me. This person T-boned a vehicle because he was trying to get from the gas station through the lane that I was to get over to the turning lane. And so he had crept up through me, you know, started to come up to where I was, and then decided to gut it. And as he goes to gut it to get into the turning lane, a car comes on this side going down the turning lane, and he went right into him, right in front of me. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. And to make things worse, he ran. He backed up into the gas station, turned around, and went the complete opposite way. I was like, I couldn't believe it. I was on the phone with the kids, and I was like, what the heck did I just see? Oh my gosh. Yeah, so it doesn't help. You don't have anybody to help you with telling your side of what happened. That, I am so sorry, dear, because that is the hardest, when you don't have someone to help back you up. That is definitely hard right there. I think I'll do it that way. I'm going to bring it up and over. Oh, they do have dash cams? Yeah. Yeah, but also as Caroline aptly points out, how many times do they cut things off? And then, you know, the cop car comes after the fact. So it's not like he was there when it happened, you know. So they only come afterwards, so they don't catch it. So again, what do, you know? Oops. Can y'all see what I'm doing? I never know if y'all can see what I'm doing or not. So what I'm going to end up doing is that some of the other paper, I'm going to cut it down to size and I'm going to make the signature for this, along with adding some dictionary and encyclopedia papers, because again, this is like a primer. I also have some of that 3-line paper that you use in primary school to learn how to write your letters properly. That's coffee dyed, so I'm going to add that in here as well as part of the signature. And that way I can write at the 6. That way it will look, you know. Oh yeah, I agree. You got to, because like I said, nowadays there's so many crazies that are on the road that it's just crazy. You have to. I mean, there's a reason why companies start putting cameras on, dash cams for the 18-wheelers for their truck drivers, because the amount of people that would get in front of an 18-wheeler and do brake check, right, to get them to slam into them so that then they could, you know, go after insurance money, was starting to cost companies a lot of money, right? And so they started fighting back by, you know, having those cameras in, because it's just, ugh. I remember my ex, he still drives 18-wheelers, and we'd be on the phone when he'd be on the road and stuff. You know, he'd have the piece in his ear and stuff. And the amount of times that people would do that was ridiculous. So, and they know it, you know, an 18-wheeler cannot stop on the dime. You know, they're coming with a lot of tonnage, and it takes a while for them to be able to slow down. And my thing is like, are you that desperate for money that you are like, that you put your own life and other people's lives at risk, you know, by doing that? It's just ridiculous. I don't understand that. I really don't. Do not understand that at all. Okay, so alright, so this one I'm going to cut this ways so that we can have this one, and then we can have this one on the inside, and we'll be able to work. So this will become like one of my signatures. It's going to be smaller than typical, but I want to keep these intact. So I'm going to start by cutting off the little namesake, because, you know, that's what these have. And I think this is going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to leave spaces for if anybody, you know, when I go, I guess, to sell this, if somebody wants to get it and they want to put pictures of their kids or their grandkids. So I'm going to definitely leave spaces for that to happen, so that they can do that. I definitely want there to be that option. But yeah, getting a dash cam nowadays is actually almost necessary, because, you know, and it's actually a good thing that we have that technology, because the amount of, you know, people who have been wronged in an accident and stuff is wild. Right? It is absolutely wild. Okay, so let me come in here. And I'm just scoring this so that it makes it easier to fold. But then I'm still coming and making sure that my points and everything are matching up before I go ahead and fold this, okay? So see, now, like I said, I know that these were going to be smaller, but I'm fine with that. Because paired up with, like, the encyclopedia paper, they'll all be, like, different colors, different sizes, and that's totally fine. I'm totally fine with that. I think it's still going to look really pretty. And it's going to look really cute in here. What I might have to do is cut some of this edges off, because I think it's going to be too long. But that's what it's going to look like. Like I said, it's going to be to where I'm going to leave spaces for photos for people to add pictures of their kids in, or if they want a journal, that's on them. But that's what the idea of this book is going to be, is for, you know, keeping those memories of going to school. I think that's the best part. And then you have these pockets where you could put some of their work. You know, some of the kids, you know, work can go in there as well. So I think it's going to look really, really pretty. I want to thank Miss Julie for the opportunity of being part of her event today and being in her group. I hope you guys like these ideas. Like I said, it is super easy to use one of these folders. Let me show you right quick. This is the one that we did yesterday. So, did this one right here. We did sew it. Okay. And so we've got all of the pretty, there's some pockets, some more spaces, more pockets. And like I said, this one is all sewn. There's pocket spots throughout. And then there's the big pocket back here as well. So these come out very simple. They are a small signature, but you know what? It works out just fine. And I really think that it's gonna look very pretty. Let me show y'all. This one was the one, I still need to sew it, but this is the one I was working on yesterday. So I have pocket here, triple pocket, well, or double pocket, because pocket and pocket. I kept those for tags. Got a pocket, got a tuck here, pockets, we got a belly band. Like I said, I just need to sew this one. There's a pocket, another belly band. And like I said, I saved these pieces. Pocket, tuck, pockets, more pockets, another tuck, another pocket. We go 1, 2, another tuck, tuck. There we have a tuck, a pocket up there. Belly band, pocket, belly band, pocket, pocket. So, and this one is gonna, all I have to do is sew this one up and add some tags and stuff to it, and it'll be all finished up. So, like I said, these ones they don't take that much time to do. They're easy to do. They're easy to sew. So definitely try them out. I would be very curious to see what you guys end up doing with these, okay? I'm sure your house does smell delicious, ma'am. You still never showed me how to do them cinnamon rolls, so you owe me some a pan of cinnamon rolls. So have a blessed night, a wonderful blessed week, my friends, and know that you are loved and you are cherished and you are worth it. And remember that I love you very, very much. Okay, ciao, my friends. Have a wonderful night.